Hey everyone, welcome back to another whiskey review here with us at the Boots of Whiskey podcast. As always, I'm Jim and this is Chris. We're going to take you today to, this is for me, a very special bottle. For those of you that have been following along, we did and celebrated Black History Month in February. All of the distilleries we had featured on Whiskey Wednesdays were all black owned. Every song of the day was from a black country artist. Today, we have a bottle from one of those distilleries that we had featured in the month of February, but also ties into what we have going on in the month of March. In March, we decided we were going to do and celebrate women of country music and women in whiskey. Every Wednesday, the distilleries have been either female-owned or female-operated, being the distiller or what have you of the brand. And every song of the day has been from a female country artist. So today we're kind of killing two birds with one stone. We're going to tie it back to February because this distillery is black owned and it is also female owned. It's a husband-wife duo.
Awesome.
They are out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. We have Chris, Montana, and we have his wife,
Chanel.
Thank you. God, why did you beat me to it? I was trying to be dramatic. Well, anyway, so we have Chris and Chanel DuNord. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. Please correct us. I could be saying it wrong. And if I am, I apologize deeply. This is the mixed blood whiskey. It is homegrown mash blended with whiskeys of other houses. I'm super excited for this.
I am too.
This is a first for the show. I am super honored that we have a black-owned distillery that has offered us a bottle to try and do this review, as well as female-owned. It's just awesome. Everything else we've had has been dominated by, the typical industry stuff. So it's awesome to have, this to...
The bottle, it just has a great story behind it.
Right.
Family owned.
Yeah.
Literally started in their backyard.
Right.
In their cornfield.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Not a huge cornfield like you would expect out in the Midwest, but their own little cornfield in their yard.
On the back here it says, mixed blood whiskey, caramel balances our smoke, oak mellows our spice, stone fruit holds the center. Different is good, even better together. Real good booze that does real good. America's first legal black-owned distillery, DuNord, socialspirits.com. This is produced and bottled by DuNord Craft Spirits, LLC, Minneapolis, Minnesota, distilled from grain. This is awesome. I can't wait.
It's a nice bottle.
It is a nice
awesome
bottle.
label.
And it's going to be a different... I have a real feeling it's going to be a different taste than what we've had before.
Looking at it, what stands out to me the most is the mixed blood whiskey.
Right. That right there is like, this is going to kick our ass. In a really good way.
But it's got multiple meanings to it as far as mixed blood. The husband and wife. Mixed blood also attracted me to this because it almost has like a heavy metal theme to it. You know what I mean? You don't really see that on too many of these whiskeys.
Right.
Like the bottle's nice. It looks like it's something from like the Old West.
Right.
And then you have something like this where it's more like New Orleans.
Right.
Or reminds me of like the Saints because of the gold and black on it. As you can see. You know what I mean? I'm looking at it, and that's the first thing I can think of.
It's a very traditional looking bottle. Like it's like what a bottle, you would picture. It's a bottle. It's nothing. It's gorgeous looking, but it's not fancy.
Right.
If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
I don't know about traditional, but I think it looks like a modern.
I was going to say modern.
Yeah.
It's very sleek.
Yeah.
Right.
Something you would actually expect like vodka to be in, or something like
a
that.
different,
Jim Belial's there.
A different brand of booze.
Jim's wife.
Yeah. Different style of booze, like a gin. This is like a gin bottle.
Right.
Or a vodka bottle. Yeah. So let's open it up. This is bottled in bond. Those of you in the whiskey world, you know what that means. I'm not going to get into that history. We'd be here all night.
That's fun.
Yep. You know,
Easy to open plastic.
You know, I have.
That was incredible.
I
know how
have.
Jim has a hard time opening the plastic on the bottle.
I still am.
That's incredible. I'm just gonna put my foot in my mouth.
It's incredible that I still can't get these damn bottles open.
We'll be right back.
No,
There it is.
There
It's
we
open
go.
now.
There we go. So, like I said, bottled in bond. You know what that means.
Let's get out the fancy glass for it.
Ooh. We're gonna do the Glencairn.
I just wanted to do this.
Yes. All right, here we go. Can you put it down a little bit? Thanks.
I want to get it in the shot. Also,
Ooh. Cheers.
Chris, would you do the honors, please?
I just want to smell it, but
No,
I'll taste it if you want me to.
I do.
It's got a sweet smell from it.
You gotta put your whole nose in there.
I don't want to stick my nose in there because we're sharing out of this. It's
whatever.
gross.
We've all had
Look at my
COVID
whiskers. You don't really want that hanging in there? You go
already.
first.
So much stuff I could say, but. So I was on TikTok the other day,
Of course.
and I asked, I go, what is the proper usage of this? You know, when we do our reviews, it's just two regular guys. I want to know the proper. They told me I have to stick my nose in
Like, no shit.
and open my mouth.
Sorry.
And if you do that,
I'm not sticking my fucking nose in there. I'm telling you right now.
and then you open,
I could watch this all day. Keep going.
you get so many different. Just put your.
Well, yeah. It really does make a difference. I'm not trying to get my mustache in here.
Oh my god. Open your mouth.
I am. You can't see it because my mustache is so huge.
You want to try? You want to give it a?
I'm all set.
Give it a. Come on.
Why? Because we both had our nostrils in there?
Yes, exactly.
Do it.
All set.
I can see that. That's great. Sorry I swore earlier, by the way. You just edited it out.
No, we don't edit anything.
I doubt many children are watching these.
Right. Especially at this hour. Even though you can watch it whenever you want.
What do you mean? It's 9 a.m.
Ooh. Ooh.
DuNord.
Hopefully. I like it. It's got a very caramel taste.
Mmm. That's nice.
Yeah. Pop goes the weasel.
You're just gonna drink it out of the bottle, Jen?
Just gonna give it
If
a
you
little-
wanna
little
try-
sippy
Do you want to give out the
taste.
Glencairn?
The Glencairn.
All right, let's see it.
Do it. Do it. We've all already had it, so it's fine.
Just taking a sip.
She's off camera, so we're all just staring at it.
That's very easy to drink.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's got a lot
You
of.
can taste the caramel,
Yeah, it's got a lot of.
which I
flavor.
love.
Yeah.
Like a honey caramel.
Yeah.
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 Yep. That would
Um,
be good in a hot toddy.
Ooh. We were talking about hot toddies in
We
our
were.
last episode, the special St. Patty's Day episode. And my wife is half Irish,
Have I tell you?
half Italian. And I mentioned a hot toddy because I don't know what that means. But now I do. And I could definitely see that.
Yeah, that's smooth. I can't wait to see what it.
Do you want to try the chocolates?
Yeah, we're gonna.
OMG, yes.
That one in the green tin?
Yeah. So you know what?
That's gonna be good. with that.
Here's some words from us about our friends over at the Whiskey Discs from Yelly Belly.
Yelly Belly.
Fort Worth, Texas.
Yes.
So we're gonna play that. We'll get the discs going, and then we're going to we'll tell you how that goes. All right, so yeah, like we said, you know, we are partnering up here with Yelly Belly Chocolates out of Fort Worth, Texas. A big thank you to those guys. So we have here, some options that we have. We're gonna go through these throughout these episodes, and I want to again a big thank you to Yelly Belly for these chocolate whiskey discs. We're gonna pair them with all the whiskeys and bourbons we do from now on. Chris, you want to tell us a little bit about what Yelly Belly does?
What goes better with whiskey than chocolate? Honestly, they both have the similar taste, so that's why they pair so very well. The Yelly Belly chocolate whiskey discs are perfect for your specific drink, and it brings out the character as the chocolate melts on your tongue.
Mm-hmm. And the best part is they have so many different varieties for the region of the country or the world that you're in. They will send it to you wherever you are. It really, really, really brings out the flavor of the whiskeys and the bourbons we've had so far.
Yelly Belly Chocolates is not your typical storefront. They'll ship it nationwide, any way they can get it to you.
Right. And, they even have the chocolate, the whiskey infused chocolates that we have, talked about previously. So that's a lot of fun. They do all kinds of things other than this. If you don't want the whiskey portion of it, I don't know why you wouldn't. If you're watching this, you definitely want the whiskey bourbon portion. So again, a big thank you to our friends over at Yelly Belly for these chocolate whiskey discs. And, back to the show. So now we're back. We're going to do the chocolate whiskey discs.
Why? How else would you say it?
I'm going to slip one day.
Chocolate
right.
whiskey discs.
We're going to do it the way sip, melt, sip.
Yes.
Sip.
DuNord.
Body or Christ?
Amen. Can I have two, please? No, one more.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Sip.
Sip, disc, sip. I love it.
That's a
I'm
good
letting the
flavor.
chocolate melt a little bit more in my mouth before I completely go ham on it.
We have to do the discs at the same time because it takes so long
Yeah.
for them to melt. You're just staring at each other.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It is
That
nice.
is nice. They taste good together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like this one. I like this one a lot.
It was Jen's idea actually to
Yeah, to do the green. This is the
space side.
space side. The space side whiskey disc.
We've been calling them green and blue.
Right. So, yeah, let's try the blue. You want to try the blue?
Yeah, for shits and gigs. Show what these chips look like compared to the other ones. We didn't do that.
We didn't.
So the space side, the green label for the whiskey discs are thin, whereas these look like more of like the melting chips you would use in cooking or baking, I should say. Have like that little like half dome on top. I also think that this chocolate for the Highland has more of a bitter taste to it, like more of a dark chocolate to it.
This one actually does soften the whiskey even more.
Because of the different taste to it.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Yeah. It almost takes the caramel taste right away.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely softens it.
That Highland with DuNord.
Actually works better.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah.
You were right.
Huh. We
The
weren't going to do it.
I feel like that Speyside is more for like a lighter whiskey, like a lighter taste, where this one, it's a little bit harsh. I don't want to say harsh, but it has more of that whiskey.
It's got more of a whiskey punch to it.
The bitterness to it.
To start.
Smokiness,
Yeah.
however you want to say it. I mean, I don't want to say smoky because I've had some smoky scotches, but it doesn't have that smoky taste to it.
Yeah, it's real good.
I feel like maybe because of the grain in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got more of a corn.
That's why the
Yeah.
Highland or the Blue Label
The blue
whiskey discs pair well with
Yeah.
that DuNord.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. Cool. Any other words about the chocolate?
I love chocolate. Obviously, look at me. You think I got these rock hard abs from eating celery? No. Chocolate. I love that they're marketing the chocolate for this type of experience because now it's giving people like us something to talk about.
Right. People like us that know nothing about really any of this.
I mean, slowly over time,
Right,
the three of us
We have learned.
have come together for these reviews, and we're almost on the same page
Right.
as far as our
I've learned
tastes are
so
going.
much about whiskey and bourbon over the last 2 months
Off of this.
off of doing these and really looking into it that, like, it's incredible. Like, we started this show as just two dudes not knowing shit.
Mm-hmm.
And now we actually have an idea. We still don't know shit. But we have a better idea than we did, 6 weeks ago.
Eventually, down the line, I would like to make it where we can pair cigars with it.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Too. You know, whenever I finish doing my stuff at my house, where we can, or even now that the weather's getting nicer,
Right, we can just
we
sit
can
out.
smoke outside
Hang outside.
and drink whiskey. Pair the chocolates to the whiskey.
Oh my god.
light a fire.
Oh my god.
Yep, light a
The
fire.
whole night's already made.
Right?
So, all right. So before we keep going down this road of excellence, we're gonna get the Roxleys. We're gonna throw the ice in it.
Do these people that are watching know anything about what Roxley is by any chance?
Well, we're gonna show them a little. We're gonna give them a little preview from us.
Okay.
Okay. So stay tuned to our words about Roxley, and then we'll be right back. All right, thanks guys. So I want to tell you a little bit about Roxley here. Roxley is a premium whiskey stone premium set. They were established in 2018. Roxley has the finest quality bar things that you would need. This is their whiskey stone set. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful whiskey barrel here. Opens right here in the front. Nice little lock there. And when you open it up, you take a look here. You get some whiskey stones at the top there. You get 2 glasses. You get some tongs, and you get a little bag here to put your stones in. Real nice, velvety interior. Real quality stuff here. I can't thank the people at Roxley enough for this. Absolutely gorgeous set. Go to Roxley, find them. You can find them on Amazon. You can find them on their social media, on Facebook. Go pick up some of these sets. It's a great gift for yourself if you're looking for some new glasses. It's also a great, gift. It's a great gift for that bar lover, that whiskey lover, that connoisseur, if you will, in your life. So go get it out. Go check it out, Roxley. You really don't want to miss it. This is the stuff we're going to be drinking with. These glasses here is what we'll be drinking with on this show. So stay tuned and enjoy the second half of the show. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little thing about Roxley. These are our glasses. We have our whiskey balls in it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's pour it up. Jen, bartender.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
I made the noise myself.
Look at that! Look at that color in there. It's nice.
Bad on.
It's nice. It's a nice color.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's a really light color.
It is.
Right?
Cheers.
I feel like you'd expect a darker color for the taste.
That is awesome.
That is. It's really smooth.
Want to try it?
Sure.
It's real smooth.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah.
That really cuts
It cuts.
any kind of harshness.
Yeah.
that was in
There's.
it.
It's not. The rocks really cut the initial whiskey taste. You know, that whiskey kick.
Right.
I would be bold and say that I would have this with seafood.
That is very bold.
Wow. Thank you. That's
Just right off the bat. Marry one, kill one. Go. Marry this. What seafood? You know, some of the whiskeys we've had, that's just like steakhouse,
Yeah.
meat, prime rib.
Just shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
Right.
Just shut your mouth.
Quit while you're ahead, bud.
Right here. I would definitely have this with seafood. I would.
Yeah, I can see that. No, I don't get it.
I'm
not gonna lie to you.
Absolutely. I think it's light enough.
I
for
also
it.
don't like seafood, so.
Well, I love seafood.
Cool.
Lobster, butter.
Would you mix this
Shrimp
with anything?
gumbo.
Ooh, yeah, Sprite.
Sprite.
Wow, you're really like, you're coming out of left field with this shit.
You got
tonight.
It's
Sprite?
like the Mad Libs of whiskey right now.
You got Sprite on you?
No, I don't got Sprite on me.
I'm just saying, mix this with Sprite. See what happens.
I have that drink you had earlier, that
about
lemon
ginger
and
ale?
lime. No.
This with ginger ale
Oh, I could see that. That I could see, because it's light.
or Sierra Mist?
I'm pretty sure it's all pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sierra
Try
Mist
it
a
with
little
this.
sweeter.
That's the
Yeah.
lemon lime soda water that I drink.
No.
No? You need the soda?
He needs the bubbles.
Yeah. You need the bubbles.
Huh.
I like it.
I do too.
Yeah, you could. Diet Coke maybe?
We don't have that. I could see it though.
Let me try it again.
I could see it. So
I don't know. You're so
I
excited
feel like
about it that I'm
I
having
feel
a
like
hard
if I was to mix this with Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola would ruin it.
because it's too
time.
sweet.
You would have to keep a lighter taste than dark soda.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm actually
Ginger ale, Sprite, Sierra Mist.
I'm actually pleasantly surprised on how light it is.
Mhm.
I actually expected it by the look of
Even
it.
with like a cider. Like
Ooh, yeah.
like a Magners, like just a little bit of Magners
Yeah.
in there, a little bit of
Ooh.
Angry Orchard
That's a
in there.
great idea, Jen.
That is a good one.
I think that would be good in this.
This whiskey with cider. How about Northeast?
Down east.
Down East. Sorry, from the north. Nor'easter. Down East cider. It's
No,
got
I
like that organic.
definitely understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely light. It's like I said, it's much lighter than I expected it to be, and I don't know why I expected a heavier feel.
Maybe because we've been drinking a lot of heavy whiskey.
That's true.
Right.
We haven't really had a light whiskey the
No.
past.
No,
really
even
haven't.
looking at them all lined up, even the color is
Right.
different from the rest of them.
Right.
This is delicious.
Yeah, it is
On
really
the ice,
good.
it's way better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hands
I
down.
prefer it that way.
Yes, but the one that needed to be neat.
Yeah.
But this is delicious.
It's alright. We reference back old. The ones.
I know. I just don't want to take away from DuNord whiskey because this is fantastic.
Yeah, it's really good.
Like, you can see what I'm trying to say as far as the light.
Yeah.
Right. If you were going to turn it into a mixed drink, I would go with some kind of cider.
Yeah. Yeah. cider. I think I really like the ginger ale. I think the ginger ale.
Better than the Sprite, only because I think the Sprite has too much of a lemon lime
Yeah.
taste.
Right.
The ginger ale still, you'll get that
you'll
caramel
get that-
taste
yeah.
to it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get, it's like a cream
It's like
soda.
A bite.
You know what I mean?
No,
You'll
it's
get
not at all.
No. But what I'm saying is, when you mix the ginger ale in this, you'll get like a cream.
I don't know where you're going with that.
I know. It's like
What I was going to say is that the ginger ale has the same bite as this whiskey.
Okay.
What would you have? What would you pair this with as far as food goes? Because you guys murdered me with the seafood.
Don't say you guys. I like seafood, but if I was having this, I'd probably go. Oh god, I don't know why empanadas just came to my mind. I think I just want them.
Snap. Mexican with this?
Ooh.
Think about it. If you're having a light beverage, you want something. You want it to burn something out. You want it to cool off whatever you're eating.
Oh yeah, good point. Great point, actually.
Oh. Yeah.
Mexican food and DuNord whiskey. On
Cajun
the rocks. Ooh, Cajun food.
You said it reminded you
Right.
a lot
Of
New
New
Orleans,
Orleans.
so
Yeah,
this
it's
type
good
of drink
to-
would cool off whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that spicy Creole
Yeah.
food they have in New
Yeah.
Orleans.
Nolans down there by the river.
Even though they're from Minneapolis, Minnesota,
Right.
I'm getting a New Orleans feel from that bottle.
Yeah. 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 It's got a very French look to it.
I love your descriptive words.
Cajun look. Is that better?
It just looks very sleek.
It does.
Looks very.
It looks very modern. It doesn't
Very
look.
modern.
It looks like it's a modern take on an old spirit. What? No.
I can't with you. You're getting real philosophical here.
Philosophical.
Philosophical.
Hey, Phil,
Phil.
Hey Phil.
can we see the bottle again? Show everyone what we're talking about. What is that thing called again? That French, the symbol that's on there.
Oh,
Fleur-de-lis.
The fleur de lis.
how do you know that? Read a book.
I'm not that smart. But when I see that fleur de lis, I think of the Saints.
Yeah.
And the gold and the black on there, I think of the Saints.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, it's very. Yeah. But is there like that French Cajun presence in Minnesota?
I have no idea.
I don't either.
about
I was just
Minnesota.
asking. I don't know if anybody knows.
I've
No
driven through
clue.
Minnesota once. Out
As
of the
far as I know
4
right
years
now-
I did cross-country truck driving, and I went all the way up to International Falls, down to Gaylord. So I went through Minneapolis and stuff. I got to see Mall of America as I was driving by. But I didn't have enough time to stop and see what it was all about.
Gotcha. All right. So none of us in here have any idea.
Right.
Right, so that's the French fleur-de-lis. And I'm pretty sure that's what's on that side right there.
Pretty close. I mean, it's definitely a variation of it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Huh. I'm interested.
Put it up to the camera there and
Yeah, if you can.
see what all these people think, and even everyone over there at DuNord there.
Show the rest of the symbols that are on there. Just try to like.
Oh, and there's other symbols on here. Can I have just
They're
the
wicked small.
cork?
Yeah.
Just so I don't spill it everywhere.
Wicked small on there. There's
They are.
like
There's
a
one-
match
there's
with a
one-
flame on it.
A match. It looks like some wheat. And there's a whiskey barrel. Then there's corn.
That's
corn.
corn. Okay.
That's corn.
I was like, that's a beetle. That's a bug.
And I'm gonna spill this all over
Also,
the
the Black Lives Matter symbols on there.
Yeah. So
I don't know if your
I don't know
camera
if you
will be
can
able to
see
pick
it.
up, but they're inside the letters.
Right. There's the match.
I don't know. Light the fire.
Then the Black Lives Matter logo.
The corn, obviously.
Corn. And then where's the other one?
The whiskey
And then
barrel.
the whiskey barrel and the D. It's really cool.
On the D.
On the D.
probably got me on camera looking at your wife, but she was just like.
But yeah, this is very, very good.
I
Very
love
good.
everything about this.
I
bottle.
do. I really do.
The story behind it,
Right.
the owners, and everything is coming together.
Right.
Taste.
I think it's one of those things where the more we do this and the more we understand the story behind the product, like it's kind of like the podcast episodes where you know about the people that are producing this music, whatever. You know about the people that are producing this whiskey. You appreciate it that much more when you have it.
Right.
Or when you hear it. You know, that's what these episodes are about.
Right. It's not like something like I'm gonna go back to Jack Daniels because it's so overproduced that you really don't. I mean, you have the backstory to it. It's commercialized big time, but now you got like the small mom and pop companies that's like, this is how it is.
Right.
We started in our little cornfield behind our house, but we got a fire lit under our asses, and now
here we are.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's, you know, I'm a big fan of buying local and independent people, and this is, you know, if you can get this, get this. Absolutely, 100%.
Would they be able to send it out this way?
I don't know.
If people went on their website?
They might be.
How did you get it?
And they sent it to me. You know, we had a conversation. They were kind enough to be like, yeah, absolutely, we love what you're doing. Like, send us your address, and you know, which is, you know, I'm very thankful for them for doing.
I kind of feel like, I don't want to say I know them, but I know just a little bit more about them.
Right.
Because of this bottle.
Right. There's a lot of love in this bottle. There's a lot of...
But everything from the label, which tells a story.
Right. The label tells a story. You know, even if it's a subtle story, like you can get an idea of what their story is just by what's on this label.
Now that I'm thinking more about that arrow, is DuNord's got to be French.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I tried to look it up to see
if there was a
even
translation.
The pronunciation. I'm not getting very far with it, unfortunately.
Now,
I would love to hear back from Chris and his wife.
Yeah, absolutely.
More on the label, the name.
Yeah.
I think moving forward, that should be something that you both do anyway. You can't necessarily appreciate something until you know where it's coming from.
Right.
Think of us as typical Americans. We just think things show up.
Right.
And that ties me back to my cross-country truck driving, coming out of the bubble from the Northeast and seeing where my meat actually comes from instead of it being on the grocery store shelf where it originated from.
You know what? We had a very lengthy conversation before we even started recording this episode about the brand and about Chris and Chanel and all that. And you know, I think we're gonna do a better job at this show and these reviews of really looking into the brands we're doing and having a better appreciation or a better understanding of where these brands come from before we start doing our reviews. Because, you know, as we've gotten into this, we did the typical, the easy, I don't want to say the easy stuff, but the Buffalo Traces of the world and the Yellowstones of the world,
which were great.
Right, they're all great, but that story,
I like the underdogs.
The underdogs, the independent distillers from across the country.
Things that you can't get your hands on necessarily around here.
Right. Or if there is stuff that we can get our hands on around here, we're gonna do a better job at our homework going forward. That's for the podcasts, we're still doing that off the cuff because I think that's the best way to do those.
Yeah, that's pure.
That's right.
I mean, this is pure too.
Because we can't have we're not having a conversation with these distillers.
I was more intrigued on this story for this than I was anything else.
Yeah.
Just because they were regular people like us.
Right.
They literally started at their house.
Right.
And now they blew up.
Here it is.
Yeah, they made it all the way to Massachusetts.
Right. They got on the Boots and Whiskey podcast.
Mhm.
You know that's a feat in itself.
Yep. Like, subscribe, comment below.
Right. So guys, thank you so much. I can't tell you how much we appreciate
Yeah,
it.
we'll definitely love to hear from everybody watching.
If
and
you've had DuNord before, please comment below what you think. Chris and Chanel, thank you guys so much for everything. To the DuNord family and everything you guys are doing. You're killing it. You're kicking ass.
It's a great tasting whiskey.
Right. Out of Minnesota. You know, you don't think Minnesota, you don't think whiskey.
Right.
Now I know one thing about Minnesota.
Right.
Which is great.
Right. Between them and the Vikings.
That's true.
And the Twins. And Target.
I did not know
Target
that.
comes out of Minnesota.
Interesting.
Yeah, they're headquartered out of there. I think. I could
Very
be totally
cool.
wrong. But I would assume Target Field,
Maybe.
where the Twins play.
Maybe
you know.
not.
I don't know. So until next time, keep the boots on the ground.
Your whiskey in your glass.
And we'll see you next Wednesday. Yeah. Next Wednesday we'll bring you 3 chords. I know I said over the weekend today would be 3 chords. It's not. Today is DuNord. Next week, 3 chords.
It's his show. You can do whatever he wants.
No, I didn't even. No, not 3 chords. 3 chords will be in a couple weeks.
What do you want to do?
Next week is going to be Heaven's Gate. Heaven's Door. I'm sorry. I keep saying Heaven's Gate.
Heaven's Door?
Heaven's Door will be next week. I said over the weekend with the special St. Patrick's Day episode we did
Right.
that this week would be Heaven's Door. It's not. It's DuNord. Heaven's Door next week, and then the week after that we'll start our. There's going to be a 3 in a row 3 chord.
I'm confused. Anybody else?
I explained that in perfect English.
Yeah, I understood everything.
Thank you so much. DuNord today. Next week, Heaven's Door. Week after that, we're gonna start 3 chords. Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
It's your show. Just happy to be here.
This part is our show, bro. So until that, well, I mean, we already said it. Whatever.
We'll just keep saying it
Until next time, keep the
Hey,
boots on the
you know
ground.
what? Get this tattooed somewhere on your body.
I mean, it's on the back of our t-shirts.
Keep the whiskey in the glass.
Cheers.